Hey, friend, if 2025 felt like a wild ride where some days you were leading the charge and other days you were just white knuckling it, I want you to know you are not alone. This year stretched a lot of us. It asked us to grow, it asked us to lead, and sometimes it asked us to say no when we really, really didn't want to. And in today's final episode of the year, I'm unpacking my biggest leadership lessons and some of my real personal struggles, and how you and I can step into 2026 with more clarity, confidence, and CEO energy than ever before. Welcome to Female Founder Unplugged, the show where we cut through the noise and have a real, raw conversation about what it takes to build and scale a successful business as a female entrepreneur. I'm Lindsay White, people strategy expert, leadership coach, and fellow founder. And I know firsthand the challenges of scaling sustainably and staying connected to your passion along the way. This podcast is for ambitious women just like you, seasoned founders and CEOs navigating the challenges of leadership, team building, and sustainable growth. In each episode, we'll dive into those topics that are most important to you as a female founder. You'll hear honest, no BS conversations about building, growing, and leading a team and culture so that you can grow without losing yourself in the process. Because let's be real, entrepreneurship can feel isolating, and leadership doesn't come with a roadmap. If you've ever struggled with the pressure of running a business, felt overwhelmed by growing your team, or wondered, how do I scale without sacrificing my vision and my purpose, you're in the right place. Let's get unplugged. All right. Welcome, everyone, to the last episode of Female Founder Unplugged for 2025. I can't even believe that I'm saying that. But let's start here. 2025 exposed a lot of cracks for founders, not just in business models, but in our leadership, in our boundaries, in our team dynamics, and especially in how we manage ourselves as the CEO and most senior leader in our business. And I saw it over and over again with clients and in myself, leaders overcommitting and then resenting their own calendars. Teams growing fast, but without the structure or the clarity to really thrive and produce. And founders trying to scale their revenue without scaling their support system. This year reminded me that you cannot grow a business faster than you grow as a leader. You just can't. You have to scale as your business scales. And so many of the women I work with, this was so true. And maybe this is true for you. They aren't struggling because they're not capable. They're struggling because they've outgrown their old leadership habits, their old leadership style, but they haven't quite claimed the new one yet. So, let me be real with you, because I don't ever want to sound like I've got it all figured out. That just isn't the truth. This year, I massively overcommitted myself. I created timelines with clients that were way too aggressive. I stacked deliverables, and I really didn't leave enough white space for my own creativity, my own rest, my own recalibration. Why? Well, because deep down, I'm still working through my own people-pleasing tendency, my own tendency to be a hyper achiever, be a workaholic. And saying no has always been really hard for me ever since I was a kid. And even though I know better, I teach this stuff. I coach people in how to do this. I get lessons every single day. I am still learning. And you've probably heard me say that every day is a school day when you're an entrepreneur. And it's true for me as much as it's true for my clients. I'm still human, and I struggle with wanting to be the one who always delivers, even if it comes at my own expense. And it does at moments in time. And when this happens, it doesn't just cost me. It impacts my team and my family too. Because here's the hard truth that I had to face this year. My business has outgrown the old way that I've been leading it. I've hit an inflection point, just like many of you, where I want to keep growing. And I know that I have to be resourced properly, strategically, not reactively. So I've started making some bold decisions, and these may be reflections for you as well. I'm scaling my team. And I've got to have the right skills and the right experience not just more hands on deck. Like that's not going to help me. I've got to have individuals that come into the organization that actually have the skill sets, sometimes that are complementary to me, but sometimes that I don't have. I'm hiring very intentionally, especially in areas like marketing that are just not my zone of genius. Like I don't do that well. And the truth is that's an energy suck for me. I like it when my marketing goes well, but the truth is it takes me forever and it feels very isolating, lonely, and I know I'm no good at it. And I'm not just delegating. I'm building real clear accountabilities, timelines, and deliverables. So everyone, including me, knows what success looks like. And from there, we can build really great communication channels so that I know what's happening and the team knows my reflections and that we're all working really collaboratively together. Because the truth is, I'm done winging it. I'm done being the bottleneck, right? I know I'm getting in the way. And in 2026, I'm really stepping into my CEO energy. And here's what that means for me. Saying no to misaligned work, even when it's hard. Creating meaningful space for team coaching and development. It has to be there. And getting radically clear on where I add the most value and letting go of the rest. Like I really have to step out of being a doer and embrace being the leader and the CEO. And I recognize this is hard for me. I know it's hard for you too. But this is what leadership looks like in 2026. It's intentional, it's strategic, it's deeply kind, and it's absolutely human. So if you're sitting there thinking, yeah, Lindsay, I know I've been overcommitting. I know I'm the bottleneck. I need help, but I don't know what to do, and I'm a little scared to let go. Let me offer you 3 big shifts. And I'm inviting all of my high voltage CEOs here to make this really part of how they are recalibrating before we roll into the new year. So here we go. Shift number 1, resourcing over rescuing. And you've heard, if you listen to the show, you've heard me talk about this a couple times this fall. Stop trying to save everything and everyone. You are not the emotional support animal. Start building the support you actually need. Like get really intentional here. Hire the right people, define their roles clearly, set great expectations, talk to them about what success looks like. And then for goodness sake, trust them to do their job. Get out of the way. Stop touching it. That's shift number 1. Shift number 2, saying no with strategy. Say no to what doesn't light you up or doesn't move the needle. Because you need the space to lead, to think, and to grow. You have got to have space to rest. Because every no you say makes room for a more powerful, more intentional yes. And that's what the strategic no is all about, creating the space. And shift number 3, you need to delegate with definition. My friends, delegating only works when it comes with incredible clarity. So you have got to start defining what is the outcome you expect? What is the timeline that's reasonable? And what does success look like? You have to do that work, and you can do it. You can co-create with your people, but you need to lead this. You cannot expect them to know the answers to these 3 things without you articulating it. These shifts are the way that you go from being a busy boss to a high voltage CEO. And I got to tell you, I am taking my own advice here. I am focusing on these 3 shifts for me in my business and with my team. And if you need help to really sit with this, if you want to take this with you into the holiday season where sometimes there is a little more spaciousness, what I've done is created a free 2026 CEO prep worksheet. It's short, it's powerful, it's got some of these questions and these shifts that you need to think about. And what it's going to do is help you audit your energy, clarify your people needs, reflect on what you need to stop, start, and shift, and really help you set aligned intentions for the new year in terms of your leadership. We're doing a lot of work right now on business planning and all of those things. I want you to plan the way you want to lead. So if you want it, you can check out the show notes below, or if you're looking on Instagram or LinkedIn, just DM me 2026 and I'll send it right to you. I'll send you the link. This is great reflection work to do, right? As you're planning right now, as you have space during the holidays, and if you need some help, this is a great worksheet to bring to a Spark session with me. And you can book one right now, first thing for January, right? 1 hour, we can talk through your worksheet. We can create a plan for you in the Spark session so that you know exactly how you need to execute starting right away in January. And I will put the link to book your Spark session in the show notes. You can go and do it right now. Find the time that works for you. Because my friend, you deserve to go into this new year feeling grounded and confident and completely lit up like the powerful CEO that you really are. And I'm taking that to heart too, because I got to elevate my game this year if I want high voltage leadership to take off the way I know it can. Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in this year, for growing with me, for being a part of this incredible community, for all your contributions, all your love. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting. And please, if you have a business bestie that you know needs to hear this, please share this show with them and subscribe so you get all the episodes. Because we're not just building businesses, my friend. We're building legacies. We are building something that is so impactful, we got to share it with the world. And in 2026, it's our year to build with more clarity, more courage, and more capacity than ever before. So until next time, lead with heart, grow with purpose, and stay high voltage. Thanks for tuning into this episode of Female Founder Unplugged. If today's conversation resonated with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Connect with me on Instagram at High Volt Leadership and send me your questions or let me know your biggest takeaway. Looking for more strategies on scaling your business, building a powerhouse team, or leading with confidence? Head over to highvoltageleadership.ca or follow me on LinkedIn for exclusive content, resources, and special offers just for listeners. Until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and remember, the real magic happens when you're unplugged.
This podcast is produced, mixed, and edited by Cardinal Studio. For more information about how to start your own podcast, please visit www.cardinalstudio.co or email Mike at mike@cardinalstudio.co. You can also find the details in the show notes.